Hi there, thank you for logging on. Earlier in the week I said that I'd show you what's going on with this El Nino, and El Nino was forming, but now there's been an unprecedented turnaround. Never before, since records have begun studying El Ninos, back to 1950, have we seen the beginnings, a formation of El Nino, and then a turnaround like this. So it is very unusual. To reveal what's going on, we have to go to sea surface temperatures. First of all, a look at the east coast current. Ocean temperatures have warmed up nicely, sitting at about 22 degrees now throughout southeast Queensland, up to about 18 at Newcastle. So in between, conditions somewhat warmer, so that is a good sign that a little bit of warmer water is on the way. But let's take a look. This is where the El Nino, or this is what it's all about really, and that is that warm water. We can see the cold pool up against South America has gotten much smaller. That means that all of this warm water that is sitting over in the western Pacific is beginning to slide back across into the central Pacific. Now when it sits in the middle of the Pacific, it moves into what we call a neutral phase. When we have a neutral phase, that usually means average rainfall. So things are calming down in the Pacific, but we've had a really dry spring. So what is going on there? Well, it's connected to what is called the Indian Ocean dipole. There is a pool of cooler water down here. We can see it's much cooler there. And when you have cooler ocean temperatures, you have less evaporation. Less evaporation means less cloud means less rain. And that's what's been occurring. We haven't seen any of these big northwest moisture feeds, and that's why Central Australia has set new records as far as October heat is concerned, and a massive lack of rainfall throughout Central and Eastern Australia connected to that. Now that is supposed to return to neutral by the summer. So with the Pacific in a neutral phase, the Indian in a neutral phase, fingers crossed, we should have average rain for the summer. Well, that is the forecast. But let's just swing back now, and we'll take, if I can swap my computers over. Come on, take my time. There we go. Let's have a look at the forecast now for the next couple of days, or across the weekend. First of all, to the current satellite image. This is at 3:45 on Thursday afternoon. An inland trough is sitting over Central Australia. We're on the northeastern side of it, so we're getting a northwest feed. That hot, dry air is coming through. But tomorrow on Friday, that trough is going to move in across the region. A cooler southerly change. It's a weak one, triggering a couple of storms, mostly around the ranges adjacent to Coffs Harbour. Grafton may see a storm on that Friday afternoon. Then across the weekend, we've got two stronger fronts. So the southerly winds are going to get stronger, and it's going to get a little bit cooler for Saturday and Sunday, with a few showers, mostly east of the Divide. It's very light on again for rain. So cooler conditions on the way for the weekend, with that southerly change coming through, getting a little bit gusty during Saturday up the coast, remaining fine throughout the interior, but we'll check it again before the weekend. Thanks for logging on.